Hello everybody, my name is Em and welcome to my attempt at Plumbella's Impossible Shell Challenge. Now, I'm not a builder by any means. I've played The Sims for years and I never really build anything. I usually just kind of take a build that's already in the game or one off the gallery and then just decorate it however I want, which is kind of why I thought this challenge would be good. Even though it's an impossible shell challenge and I've never tried a shell challenge, I kind of thought, well, how hard could it be? For the theming, you'll notice later on, I start getting more into it. I went for like a plant lover's dream home. I just thought this was kind of cute because when in doubt, add plants. That's kind of my motto. So you'll notice that I went a little bit overkill with the plants. This build is on the gallery if you want to download it, although I haven't play tested it. And also it's a lot of custom content, so there's probably a ton of stuff that doesn't really show up. Another thing is that I wasn't too sure on the rules of a shell challenge. Like, I didn't know whether I was allowed to add foundations or not. I did, because I don't think it's changing the outside walls that much. But if that disqualifies me, then whatever. I'm not exactly bothered with winning, I just wanted to test my ability. For the little square bit, I decided to put a sunflower in there because I thought it was really cute. And like, what else are you going to use it for? You can't really put much in there. I mean, I know I could have done like, I don't know, barbecue or something. But I just thought it was really cute. And for this bit out here, I decided to turn it into an outdoor cinema area almost. Like a little camp bit. I don't have the expansions that like include tents and stuff. If I did, I probably would have put one there because I just thought that would have been really cute. But I didn't, so it's just a little chill area outside. You'll notice later on I had like a little campfire. For some of the awkward shapes, I turned them into balconies, like here and here. And for this bit, this is when my plants really started coming in. So because that was a really awkward ledge, I didn't want to turn it into a balcony, and I didn't really want to add a roof. So I decided to lean fully into the plant theme and just go crazy. You'll notice I did the same for the roof of the building as well, just because I thought rather than being generic and just adding a roof on top, it would have made a more interesting build to have plants where plants normally shouldn't be. For the kitchen, I just downloaded this kitchen, I love it, like the counters, but I tried for ages to find something that would fit this island as like the legs, but I couldn't, so I had to delete it. Yeah, so the kitchen was quite modern. I think a lot of the house was quite modern, but with like a more natural feel to it. So I kind of went for the wood counters just because I thought it added a nice atmosphere. For this little bit here, and I thought a lot of people might wall it off, but what I decided to do is use it as a like cabinet. For the decorations of the kitchen, again, plants. There's a lot of plants in this build, you will notice, and I will also say so. I didn't know what to do for the walls on the inside. This is something I really struggled with, as you'll see. So I knew I wanted like a hallway to the back door, but I couldn't decide how I wanted to do the dining room and the kitchen, and I really like the idea of having a half wall into the kitchen. So, as you'll see, that's what I ended up doing. I have like a little peer through into the kitchen bit, but then not into the dining room bit. For the dining room, I decided to go for a more green theme, just because I think the white of the kitchen was a little bit overwhelming. Now this house is only for 2 people, so that's why there's not that many chairs around the table. So now we're moving on to the hallway and living room. I thought this bike was so cute, and I just put a little plant in it, and I love it, it's adorable. For the living room, I wanted to again go quite modern but also quite cozy. So again, it's green themed, and I really wanted to use this big sofa, but it didn't really fit. So you'll probably notice me try it a few times. Oh, and then I settled on the smaller version, because again, this is only a house for 2 people. So I also tried a ton of different rugs because initially I wanted each room to be a different pastel colour because I thought it would look really cute. But I ended up just sticking with green for most of them because it just went better with the plant theme. I couldn't figure out what I wanted in the corners of the living room. I wanted it to fit with the plant theme. but it was hard to find because it's not symmetrical. I think I left it unsymmetrical, so sorry if that bothers anyone, but normally in a house it would be unsymmetrical anyway. I decided to add quite a few different wall decorations as well, just because it made it seem more lived in and friendly and cozy, and it again just emphasised the plant lover theme, which I really like. There's a really cute little beanbag chair, just because I thought it would be even more cozy than before, and I added these matching paintings as well. And again, for clutter, I went very overkill because I love when Sims houses have a lot of clutter in them, as you can see from the underneath the TV. I just think it makes it look a lot more lived in and cute. And I don't usually put curtains in Sims houses, it's something I've noticed, but I decided to, for this build, put a lot of curtains in. Another thing I struggled with was stairs. They were a nightmare. Sorry for the flashing around. This was 7 hours of footage, so it sped up quite a lot. I eventually decided to have these stairs come up from the hallway, which I know is kind of unconventional, like it's a weird place to have stairs, but it kind of worked. Especially if you were a gardener or a plant lover, you'd be out in your back garden a lot, so it made sense to have the stairs at the back door instead of the front door. For this bathroom, I decided to again go with the natural wood feel, but it's slightly more, I'd say it's more modern than the rest of the house, like the exposed piping of the shower and the metal balls on the bath. I just thought it made it look quite rainforesty. As you'll see later, I add a lot of plants to it again, which give it a very naturalistic feel, and again make it very rainforesty, which I think works well with the beads of the shower. I didn't know whether to add a window to the bathroom, but I did in the end because it seems a bit cramped if you don't add windows everywhere. For this little triangle room, I decided on making it an office, because this house, while they're a gardener, I think they're also probably an artist who likes to paint their plants. So I went for quite a few different art features and again filled the corner with plants. There's some CC of like Posca pens and that stuff. The balcony again decorated with plants, and this balcony has a lot of natural light coming through, which I thought was really nice, and has a chess table because I always want a chess table on balconies. I don't know why, it's something I've always put in my Sims games. So for windows, I decided to go for like squares and circles because they kind of match, but they look a bit quirky, and I thought that was really cute. For the bedroom, you'll see again the natural wood and the green theme come through. I decided to add this fireplace because I thought it would look really cute, and it took me a while to find. I don't think I actually added a wardrobe. I might have done, but I knew I wanted some like shelving or some bookshelves because I thought the person living in this house would probably read a lot about plants probably. And they also had a fish tank, mostly because I didn't know what to put there, but mainly just because I thought that if they're really into the nature stuff, they'd probably have some sort of pet, and fish just seem to work well. They'd probably have a dog and cat too, but so yeah, I did some shelving with some books, and again added a ton of plants into the room. And I really wanted to add a canopy of bed, but I couldn't find it and it drove me insane. And yeah, so I'm just adding a ton more clutter. I added a TV over the fireplace because I thought they could just sit in bed and watch TV. They've only got one other TV, so I thought they might want another one. Again, added some clutter. The green theme really comes through. And then for the landing, I decided to make it, or I don't know what you call it in America. For the landing area, I decided to make it quite cozy reading area. And then this is just me adding more clutter to different places of the house, especially the kitchen, because I wanted it to look like it was being used, because at the moment it looks very pristine. So for that shelving, I just added more plants. You'll notice I add a lot more plants to different areas of the house. For wallpaper, I totally forgot about wallpaper and flooring until later on. So Again, I kind of went for the wood, a lot of wood floors, and this really cute kind of flowery green wallpaper for the hallway. Oh my god, it's flashing a lot, sorry. For the hallways and the landing. So again, adding more books and clutter, just to make the house look more lived in. And this is now onto the roof. I initially wanted to have like a grassy roof, almost like solar powered, but I don't have any solar panels or anything. So I instead decided to turn it into like almost like a roof garden, but there's no access to it, so it's become very overgrown. But I think that has some sort of like appeal. I think it looks really cute and nice, and it makes the house kind of fit in with the natural theme. As you'll see later, I go very, very overkill with the plants, especially in the back garden. I decided to wall the cute little cinema area off by using rocks, just to separate it from the rest of the, essentially what becomes a forest. I decided to use that terrain paint as well to give it the illusion of being like pebbly. I also wanted a barbecue area, and I ended up building this, I don't know what you call it, like a canopy maybe? Because I thought it looked really cute, and it's got like sitting area in it, a barbecue, and again that ends up becoming surrounded by plants, which I thought was really, really cute. I think it fits really well with the naturalistic theme of the build. I think overall this house has a really white and green theme. Obviously the green comes from the plants, and I decided to go with white just because I thought it contrasted really well with the green, and it also kind of had a naturalistic feel while also making the house look quite modern, which I thought was quite nice. Here's me adding way more rocks, and here comes the forest. As I said, I go a bit crazy and overkill with the plants, but I think it does look really nice. It looks very overgrown but also well loved and tended to. Which I think is quite important in a house that's supposed to be a plant lover's dream home. There's going to be some detailed shots at the end going through different rooms of the house, but that's probably the end of the voiceover, so thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. A like and subscribe would be really nice as well. Thank you, I love you guys so much, goodbye, hope you enjoyed.